Our dear Cameroonian brothers and sisters, our thoughts and prayers are with you in these difficult times. In fact, we stand with all of you. Because it is like to come from Africa should be added to list of global offenses. Once you come from this place, you don't commit one offense. Tomorrow we go talk, say colonial master this, colonial master that. Apart from the one way colonial masters do, una sure say black man on his own no get problem. And you people sure say African man on his own, he no get the one way dey in body before the one of colonial master join am again. Because it is like the African Union Organization make they change the name to African Union of Ancestors, African Relics, African Oracles, or African Deities. Because a 92-year-old man go talk say you want to contest and be president for the 8th term, we go finish at about 2032. By that time you should be about 99 going to 100 years old. Instead of being no basimbo, Paul Biya, let your people go. Jesus. In a country with so much potential, it does not matter the number of people who die, you must be in power. A country with young and intelligent people, the head of the president oracle, head of judiciary ancestors, head of electoral something will be a deity. The entire country governed by relics. People dying every day, but it does not matter to anybody. Just hold on to power. The same Cameroon where you see so, since they got independence in 1960, only 2 people have been president. Amadou Ahidjo from 1960 to 1982, and then Paul Biya from 1982 till today and counting. And the same Paul Biya was prime minister from 1975 till 1982. You alone be in power for almost 50 years and counting. Ori buruku lenshe. If in a country now only one person defeats do the job, then that country is cursed. There is a problem with such a nation. But unfortunately, it is the same story if you enter many of the African countries. In fact, the list of the longest serving heads of states who are not kings or monarchs, all of them, the first 3, they come from Africa. Cross from Cameroon, enter Equatorial Guinea, Teodoro Obiang Basogo. That one has been there from 1982, even before Paul Biya entered office as president. His own son, Teodoro Obiang Mangwe, is the vice president. Cross from there, enter Uganda, Yoweri Museveni from 1986 till date and counting. The person where they contest to be prime minister, if you see him, you will shed tears of affliction. The young guy where they try to run to be president, where youths they rally around to support Bobby Wine, they go arrest him, they go jail him, they will do everything to suppress him because now only one person sabi do the job in the country. Cross from there and enter Chad, Colonel Mahatma Deby. The current president is the son of the late President Idris Deby, who was there from 1991 until 2021 when they shoot him. They said they were fighting insurgents around Lake Chad Basin. The son take over Colonel Mahatma Deby. They said they go hand over, they go do this, they go do that. Till then, so the team they start to small, the team they go. Enter Rwanda. Paul Kagame has been there from 2000 till 2025, 25 years and counting. When you talk, they say na them sabi do the work. Maybe when they die, their ghost or spirit go continue doing the work because there is no other person that can be leader in such countries. Cross from there, enter Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara, 80-something, about 83 years old, since 2010, still recontesting for election again. Una want so that even whether una get stroke or una dey on life support machine, just shall be head of state. Enter Togo, the current president, Fonya Singbe. He is even a young man, I think he was born in 1966. But the unfortunate story, his own father, Nasingbe Nyadema was there from 1967 until 2005 when he died. Immediately he died, the son take over till date. Alone, that family have led the country for more than 50 years and counting. African man, Oriburuku. Cross from there and enter Gabon. Now 2 years ago, they had to do coup to comot the Ali Bongo Dimba because he had been there since 2009. The father, his own father, Omar Bongo Dimba, was there from 1967 until 2009 when he died. From there, the son take over. Even when people don't like military and all of that, they get no choice than to support the military to take away the relics out of the place. Nigeria, our own, unfortunate. Not forget Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe, who was there from 1987 till he died 2017. The person where they now, Mangagwa, they don't clear so that now only him go contest because him don't help stabilize the economy. Now only him go fit to do the job. It is always only you people. Nigeria difference, we say we they do elections, say they go come out to, but we change calamity from one calamity to predicament to a greater calamity. So we go come out from flooding to tornado to hurricane to earthquake. Now we there for the one we did so. Ori buruku lenshe. That is the difference with Africa and the Western world, your electoral process, because the first institution where they go destroy, electoral process, judiciary, and law enforcement. That is their only means to hold on to power forever. May a generation of Africans wake up and liberate this continent. A continent with so much potential. Today, Africa exists just to provide raw materials for the Western world. Africa has no business in this level of poverty, killings, and insecurity, if not to dysfunctional leadership. Young people are here to tap and unleash the potential, where young minds should be able to liberate the country. An entire continent held hostage by relics, by sculptures, who should be put in a museum, make people they pay money to go see them, or even see them free of charge, holding entire country's destiny hostage because you want to perpetuate yourself in power. Oriburuku leshe. Make we see how we go get this power forever. The people of Cameroon, the people of Nigeria, the people of Africa, our thoughts and prayers are with all of us. God will give us the courage, and I know that one day Africa will be liberated, because the group of young people, intelligent minds, resources, resourceful people where they this country, we have no business in this kind of suffering and wasting of human blood just for the political ambitions of one people. Our dear Cameroonians, my thoughts and prayers are with all of you. May God be with you and may God protect you. My name is Peter for Cameroon, Peter for Africa.
This is not a good day for our Cameroonian brothers and sisters, as their 92-year-old President Paul Biya has once again been declared the winner of their presidential election. Guys, this is his 8th time of being declared the winner. Imagine, for the 8th time, they're telling us that Paul Biya is the winner of this election. This is wrong. Absolutely wrong. Cameroonians all over the world right now, they're feeling not just betrayed, not just disappointed, but like hopeless. Like, what else do we have to do? I mean, for the first time, a lot of us had hope that maybe this is it. And we're still hopeful. I'm hoping they will challenge the result of the election. But Cameroonians have been protesting since last Wednesday, when the local media has been projecting that Paul Biya is the winner by 53%. It's been a long time that we heard about protests in Cameroon. It's usually the English-speaking parts of the country that protest. People have been protesting nationwide since last Wednesday. First of all, that it's taken 2 whole weeks to announce the result of an election. 2 weeks. And second of all, that they are saying that Paul Biya is the projected winner. And would you believe that they actually offered the opposition leader that everybody believes is the winner, they offered him the position of prime minister? That was when people were like, this man won. They knew he won. Now they're trying to offer him prime minister. So it's one of the reasons why people had been protesting. So of course, he rejected the prime minister offer, and then they tried to arrest him. People kept shielding him. They were not able to arrest him. And now the Kukuma declared Paul Biya the winner of the election. So you can just imagine the frustration, the pain that Cameroonians are going through all over the world right now. I'm truly sorry. I can't even imagine how you feel. As Nigerians, can you imagine us having a president that will be in power for 8 times? The devil is a liar. It's so unfortunate that, once again, they put the police out there tear gassing people. As a matter of fact, they opened live ammunition. They are reporting that officially 4 people have been killed. People are saying that it's more than that. And a lot of people have been arrested because they are protesting everywhere. Even at the capital, Yaoundé, they are arresting people everywhere, which is so unfortunate. So I'm so sorry for Cameroonians that are going through this. And you know, it's not just the fact that this man is the oldest president in the world right now. He's 92, but it's not just about that. It's the fact that he's not healthy or mentally capable of doing the job. I made this video in 2022 showing you how his health has been declining. I don't know, maybe he's gotten better or not. And once again, I'm not making fun of his health. I have elderly people. I'm not making fun of anybody's health, but it looks like he may be dealing with dementia. Let's take a look at the person declared the winner of Cameroonian election. The man was at the US-Africa Summit last month, and he had no idea where he was or why he was there. I think he has dementia, and it happens to the best of us. Nobody is making fun of him. But those who surround the man clearly don't have the fear of God. The whole world doesn't need to see him being embarrassed. He's embarrassing himself and Cameroon.
Pourquoi je suis en vedette? C'est qui tous ces gens qui sont là? Pourquoi je n'ai pas demandé ça? Est-ce qu'il y a des gens importants là?
Les ministres dans la salle. Les ministres qui sont dans la salle. Le président Kagame a parlé, il est parti, introduit.
Non.
Le monsieur vous a introduit. Il y avait un monsieur debout qui vous a introduit.
Je dois parler maintenant.
Vous restez assis.
Ici.
Oui.
Pourquoi?
I mean, it's so sad. The man just sat there, he farted. He kept looking at the pamphlet in his hand for minutes. That is supposed to be his speech. Then he farted again in public. He put down his pamphlet. His aide came back to prompt him to speak.
Ici. Pourquoi? C'est moi. Il n'y a personne pour conduire l'État.
Why? Why are they trying to force him on the people again? Declare him as the winner of an election that everybody knows he didn't win. It shouldn't be like that. Now, just a personal advice for his wife, Madam Chantel Biya, because I saw her the one time that he showed up for campaign this year, for this year's election. And I looked at her, I'm like, Miss Chantel, what happened to you? Like, even though she's only 54, yes, she's 54, he's 92, you can do the maths. She's only 54, but whatever she had going on with the makeup, with the big hair and everything, she looked like a masquerade. Is there anybody to advise this woman? Why are you trying to force your husband on the people? It's like she is trying to stay in power using the name of her husband, and people know that the husband is not even the one in charge anymore. I don't understand. I don't get it. This is beyond sad.
We're beginning what's trending in Cameroon, where thousands have taken to the streets in protest against the presidential election results that extended President Paul Biya's rule for another 7 years. The Central African Nations Constitutional Council on Monday declared 92-year-old Biya as the winner of the disputed vote, with over 53% of the ballots, triggering violent protests in several cities. Let's take a look. I mean, I don't know if Cameroon can survive this, Rufai. Paul Biya is Africa's oldest leader and one of the world's longest serving rulers. He has been in power for 43 years. At least 4 people have been killed in recent clashes with security forces. International observers have expressed deep concern about the recent violent repression of protests and called on authorities to tackle the excessive use of force. Biya, however, faces a weakened mandate as analysts warn the post-election standoff could intensify, raising concerns about stability in the oil and cocoa-producing nation. We've seen protests like this, especially only recently in Nepal. They are burning buildings. 4 people have died. Can Cameroon survive this, Rufai?
So, about up till 1 a.m. this morning, I was up on Cameroonian TV, Equinox TV. Yeah. And yes, there's been a lot of burnings, but police are already on the street, cracking down on people high-handedly. I mean, I got sent a message from that 15 people, again, just overnight into this morning, passed as a result of this. Very sad. Most of the cities, you know, from Douala to Yaoundé to other parts of the country, everywhere, you know, on tenterhooks, even up to, you know, the northern region, Garoua and all of that.
Unfortunately.
I think there's a process where the parliament actually swears him. So he has actually taken the oath of office to be able to start. But today, Oji, I'd like to name and shame President Nguema of Gabon, that has gone ahead to send a congratulatory message to Biya. You see, as long as we have African leaders that congratulate sham elections like this, Africa will never move forward. But how are you going to even blame Bryce Nguema himself when he came in via a coup himself? So the killings are going on in Cameroon. EU has written extensively about it. All the international bodies have written extensively about it. The truth is, Oji, people will just get killed and Biya will consolidate. At this point, it is a sorry state for the Cameroonian people. Lots of places have been burnt across the country. But is this how Cameroon will continue? Is this how Ivory Coast will continue? Look at the Ivorian case. Those ones, because they've been suppressed so much and because they've lied to the Ivorians because of the civil war that happened after the former elections, that you must not come out to protest. So they've suppressed people.
No, this is unfortunate.
And that's what is happening in Africa. So we've gone 10 steps forward and 15 steps backward.
Unfortunate. Dr.
Well,
Martin.
the irony of it and the painful part of it is how democracy is in retreat in Africa. From Niger to Chad to Mali to Gabon to Guinea Conakry to, Cote d'Ivoire, Uganda, and now Cameroon. The unfortunate part of it also is that the same Paul Biya is the oldest head of state in the world. He has been president in Cameroon since 1982. He is not even in the country. He's somewhere in Geneva, Intercontinental Hotel, ensconced there. He came to campaign only once.
Only once,
So
yes.
it is the ordinary people who always suffer when their leaders disappoint them. Yesterday I asked a question. What next for Cameroon?
Yes.
Most of the people in Cameroon, they don't know any other leader. It's only Biya that they have known their entire lives. Now, whether he likes it or not, when his reign of terror ends, what will happen to Cameroon? What next?
Yeah.
Finally, Chiroma Bakari, the leader of the opposition and the United Front for Change, now the Interior Minister of Cameroon is saying that he may be taken to court and that he will have to face legal consequences because it is he and his accomplices who are causing what he calls an insurrection in Cameroon. So the next thing you are likely to have is not just the suppression, because Paul Atanga Nji, that's his name, is saying that they have put down the insurrection, but that Bakari Chiroma will have to answer for this because he's the one who has incited the people. At the end of the day, it is the people who always hold the short end of the stick.
Absolutely.
We have heard from AU, from the UN, and from the EU, all calling for caution. ECOWAS is yet to speak up.
This is what I'm
And I have said that Nigeria must not congratulate Paul Biya, and that President Tinubu must not attend the inauguration.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
I hope somebody is listening.
Yes.
They should listen
So
to-
please,
Yes,
Africa
because
has to
President
stand up
Tinubu,
against this. because this
if
is
you
not-
attend Paul Biya's
Yes.
inauguration, we'll come and we'll condemn you here. Because enough of all of this in
Yes.
Africa.
Don't threaten the president
No,
of
if he
Nigeria.
does, we'll condemn him. Let's call it
Just
spade a
express
spade.
your
stance
opinion. Don't threaten
against
him.
the coups
If
in
he
the
does-
countries.
no, we'll condemn
They
him.
took a hard stance. Remember how it was controversial when they said they were going to even launch military, force. If they can speak against coups like that, democratic coups like this must also be hugely condemned by all West African countries.
Yes.
So it's not just for coups through military action. Even democratic coups like this, where lives are lost in the process, ought to be condemned. Until Africa is Africa's solution to Africa's problems. Until African leaders are ready for true democracy and stand up to speak against and even sanction countries like this, we're not going anywhere. So like
Imagine
you rightly said,
if he were to
support
stay in
that.
power. Guess how old he will be?
100.
99. By the time he's done,
99.
99. Who wants a leader that is
failing.
99?
Imagine.
Africans have to speak up. They have to speak against this.